Hey, welcome back everybody. Today's topic is the new Glock Model 40 10mm, this little beauty right here. I bought this here about a month ago. Hadn't really got a good chance to shoot it, but over the past couple days since I'm finally back home, we've run some rounds through this thing, and the more I shoot it, the more I love it. It's a great pistol, lots of power, and super accurate, surprisingly accurate. So at 50 yards, I'm shooting about a 4-inch group with the Vortex Venom red dot on here. That's a 3 MOA red dot. So this is the Model 40 M.O.S, which is modular optic system, so it comes with the provision to mount this, and we'll take a look here at what all this comes with here in a second. But real quick, so this gun here, from muzzle to the tip of the handle here, the longest part of the gun is about 9.5 inches, like 9.49 or something like that. The height of the gun is about 5.5 inches, including the magazine, which I don't have in here right now. The weight of this gun is 34 ounces, so it's fairly heavy. Now that's no mag, no bullets, so depending on what you're shooting, the weight will vary. Now the width of this gun is 1.34 inches, or 34 millimeters wide, so it's a fairly wide frame. This fits big hands pretty nice, not so sure about small hands. So if you have smaller hands, it may not be that comfortable. And of course, Gen 4 comes with the interchangeable back straps, or you can choose not to have any back straps on this at all. So, looking at the slide itself here is actually about 9 inches, 9.02 inches from front to rear. And of course, it has your standard Glock sights on here, but with the red dot, they don't really matter because they're sort of hidden. You can upgrade these sights here to larger sights, taller sights, allowing you to see both sights and red dot through here, but I didn't want anything impeding the red dot in this. Now, we're going to do a full review on the sight itself to see if it was worth the money. They're not horribly expensive. They hover right around 250 bucks. So far, I love this thing. We had it out to the range today. I was shooting at 50 yards with the Vortex Venom sight, and we were shooting about a 3.5 to 4 inch group with the Hornady Critical Defense. So the best shots we've got so far are with the Hornady Critical Duty. These are 175 grain. These are really good shooting bullets out of this with the factory Glock barrel. I do have an Alpha Wolf barrel here. Well, it's just over 6 inches because it has the threaded muzzle here on the end. And I do have a brake for that too, and I put the brake on there, and we did some different testing with it. None of it was earth-shaking. None of it was honestly worth even doing a video on unless I just wanted to say bad things. So if we take a look here at the feed ramp on the Glock barrel versus the Alpha Wolf barrel, you can see that the Alpha Wolf is very slender. The Glock barrel has quite a bit more width to it on the feed ramp. And what I was finding was just plinking ammo, because 10mm is pretty wide, and a lot of the 10mm that you find has a very wide, flat nose on it. Now, not everything. Well, the Critical Defense does not. It's fairly tapered. The Alpha Wolf barrel didn't want to feed your off-the-shelf plinking ammo. The muzzle brake that I put on this thing honestly didn't make that much of a difference. The gun is so big and so heavy that it really doesn't have, it didn't mitigate the recoil enough to make it worth the money. It's still, the muzzle brake is still nice, I do like it, but unfortunately the barrel that I chose, well, not so much. I'm going to contact Lone Wolf and see what they can do, see if there's maybe they have an updated barrel. Maybe they'll just give me my money back for this one because it's just not performing. I would expect any barrel I purchase to just eat any ammo I decide to shoot through it, and that was not the case. So, but this isn't about the barrel, this is about the Glock. So let's get back to this and take a look and see what all this comes with for the kit that you buy. Okay, so as usual, you get your case, your cleaning rod with your brush here. You get your 4 back straps, which I have one installed that fits me the best. And here's kind of a close-up of the pistol itself, which, this being a Gen 4, you still have your finger grooves on here, and it fits just, well, like a glove. So Glocks fit me very well. When I pull them up, I'm right on point. As you know, some people say that they're not, and you know, everybody has a little different hold and you know, different body configurations. So Glocks to me, they just work very well for how I hold and how I shoot. So all in all, this is a great gun. I have no complaints over this pistol whatsoever. They're just really good. Now, along with this pistol comes, of course, your 3 magazines. So you get those in the box, and your back straps like we talked about, and the little piece that holds them. But one nice thing about this is it comes, because this is an MOS, modular optic system, this comes factory on the gun. So if you're not going to put a sight on there, this is what's in place of the sight system here. So this will just sit right in here and screw down. Now if you choose to put a sight on there, simply take this off and choose the bracket that goes on here that your sight mounts to. And I would show you how to do this, but it's literally 4 screws. It's not rocket science. It's very, very simple to put this on. You unscrew this, find the plate that matches the sight that you're going to run, screw the plate down, and then screw your optic of your choice onto that plate, and it locks up just rock solid. It's perfect. Now the one that I chose to go with here is the Vortex Venom red dot. This is a 3 MOA red dot, so it's not covering up your target at longer distances. So shooting at 50 yards today, the 3 MOA worked perfect. It was just the right size. I would be comfortable out to 100 yards with this. Not a big deal at all. So all in all, I'm really, really happy with the Glock Model 40 MOS. It just works. It fits me nice. Minimal recoil because the gun is so big and it weighs a lot, and it does weigh a lot. One other thing is I decided to go with the Black Hawk. Now this is a Black Hawk Serpa, and it's got the finger release, so as you draw, well, let's take a look. So it locks up in there tight. You cannot release it until you go to draw it, and you just depress this here and it comes right out. I'm a fan of these holsters here just because that is the way that I train, is to always keep your finger up here until you're ready to shoot. So that works perfect for me because that's where I grab, just like this anyways. Now these Serpa holsters here, they're inexpensive. They also have the big blade that you can slip them inside your pants, or you can use the belt style. They have an adjustable little provisions on here. So you can adjust these here to match the height of your belt, which is pretty cool. So if you have a real tall belt, you can just move this up. If you have a slender belt, you can move this down. And so you're not sliding around as you're trying to draw your firearm. So that works pretty good. You can change your angle on this holster. I like to have mine setting kind of an angle like this here. And so as it fits my waist, it fits my hand perfectly as I reach back to draw. There's my first impressions of this Glock 40 MOS. Now we'll do some follow-up videos, probably probably at least one more with actual, you know, once I break this gun in. This gun isn't even broken in yet. I've probably got 150 rounds through it. So once we get around that 300 round mark, we'll kind of do a follow-up. The gun should be pretty well broken in by then, and we'll show you some group sizings and different things, shooting offhand, shooting off, you know, a rest and different things. So, but so far, absolutely love this pistol. It's really good. I like it a lot. So anyways, there's my 2 cents, and thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.